Sorry about that. Yeah, I was attacked by a couple of hollows. They're trying to get me, And what really confused me is that they took 3 weeks just to attack me. I'm like, okay, 3 weeks, they, and then all of a sudden they just started popping out of nowhere. Like 3 weeks was okay, and then all of a sudden, bam, a bunch of hollows show up. So that must conclusion. That must mean the new chapter is out for Bleach. Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Davis 65, and I'm doing my chapter review for Bleach chapter 480. And we get introduced to our new arc. This is actually the final arc in Bleach. It is called the final Shinigami Blood War arc, or 1,000-year arc, or something like that. Whatever. They have a bunch of names for it, but it's the 1,000-year Blood War arc. And supposedly this is supposed to be Kubo's last arc and last part in Bleach. So, and it's gonna be long. So, like, probably like up to maybe 100-some chapters or 200-some chapters. It's gonna be a while. And plus, with the anime going on, it may have fillers in between the scenes, some of the parts. So it's gonna be a while before Bleach in the anime and manga are gonna end. But anyway, get back to the topic at hand. What happens is that for some reason it's placed in the Soul Society, and like everybody in the 12th division is like saying, halls are disappearing and everything's just in chaos, because as we all know, we in the beginning of Bleach, we did know that there is only one type of group that can actually, exterminate hollows completely and completely destroy them without, them going to Soul Society or anything like that. They're just gone completely. And that is the Quincy's, which Mayuri refers to as them, and we already know who them are. Meanwhile, in the Soul Society, a bunch of like some weird, two new characters or whatever. You remember the Afro dude? He's supposed to be good, replaced by two new Shinigami that are supposed to take care of Karakura Town. And what really confuses me is that why would you send two novice to fight, hollows of maybe 10 times magnitude of what Ichigo has to fight? I mean, seriously, like, I know, I understand that this is part of the plot point for, Ichigo to show up and everything like that, but I just like, what the hell? So these two argue, bitch moan, the little boy cries, the girl's being a bitch or whatever, and I don't understand what the hell is that on her head. Like, is it an umbrella or what? I do not know. And so a mysterious shadowy figure is basically standing up on the top of a building. And what not people may have noticed is that he's not pointing. He's actually crushing something in his hand. Because you can see in the chapter page, he's actually crushing something. Which means that, as you remember, when Uryu and Ichigo both fight, not fight each other, well, they kind of have a competition of who can kill the most hollows. Uryu used hollow bait, which he used was this little tiny, a pill or whatever it was, and he would crush it, and a bunch of hollows would appear, and it's like bait. So what I'm guessing is that these are Quincy's, and they're using hollow bait to, I guess, get hollows all together and attack. Though I don't know what the reason for that is, but that's basically what's going on. And anyway, the boy sweeper and the girl sweeper are basically under attack by these hollows. The girl's being crushed in the hand by one, and everything's just, going crazy. Two characters might end up getting killed. And all of a sudden, Ichigo shows up, and he saves the day. And as we all know, he's gonna be, saying, acting all cocky as hell, like saying, you gotta gear up, man. You gotta man up, boy, man up. Saying, I understand, like, Ichigo is just being a little cocky with his powers. Got his powers back, where in just a couple chapters ago, you were crying like a little bitch, and now you're just acting like you're the most cockiest motherfucker ever, which really annoys the hell out of me, but That's Ichigo for you, so whatever. Anyway, let's see what else happens. Oh yeah, he kills the Hollows, and the Shinigami is asking, "Who are you?" And he's saying, "I'm Ichigo Kurosaki, substitute Shinigami." And that's the end of the chapter, and we see the mysterious figures, um, hiding as usual, not showing the face or whatever. And there's also some color pages in the beginning of the chapter, and I thought they were really good. And most people have really detailed notice in the picture and the splash pictures where they show Ichigo and the new villains. They actually do look like Quincy's because of what they have around their necks. It looks like something Uryu wore when he was in the Soul Society and the Hueco Mundo arcs. That's just me. I think they're Quincy's because I mean, who else do you know that can kill a Hollow completely without them going to Soul Society or anything and upset the balance between both Soul Society and the entire world? I mean, go figure. And I have to say, this chapter, I mean, it really didn't explain much. I mean, only had two important plot points, which were, um, you know, them, as in the Quincy's, attacking Hollows and stuff, and, killing them off, and they're all disappearing. And that was it. And the shadowy figures, doing their evilness or whatever. I have to say, this chapter was, it wasn't great, but at least it explained some stuff about what's going on in the Soul Society. At least it started off in the Soul Society. Well, I like that best too. As for the two new characters, the boy was very annoying. He was worse than um, Hanatoro, and the girl was a bitch. She had that Sakura mentality. I did not like that whatsoever. That's about it. Leave comments below. Tell me what you guys think of the chapter. Did you guys like it? Did you guys, hate it? And did you think Ichigo was cocky little bastard? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, just give me your thoughts on the chapter. Oh man. Kubo. But I have to give it to you, Kubo. I have to give it to you on this. The idea of that Hollows being attacked, and maybe the Quincy's getting their fame back. I like it. I really do like it. I'm really hoping that Uryu gets, more development into his character because, I mean, after Soul Society, he doesn't really develop. I mean, yeah, sure, fillers, and you can say somewhat of the Ranko arc, he's kind of like, important character, but other than that, he hasn't really had development. I mean, like I said before, like, he needs to, hate Soul Reapers because, I mean, you cannot get over something like your entire clan and your grandfather getting killed by Soul Reapers and just, think, oh, well, each is my friend and the Soul Society's my friends too, so I'm just going to forgive them. No, that's not like that. If you want revenge, take your revenge. This is the perfect time for Kubo to, maybe get Uryu to be on the evil side for a while or something like that. Just develop his character somehow. I don't care how you do it, just develop it. Please. Please develop it, please. Oh, man. And, what else I want them to do? I want Kubo to explain everybody's backstory, which includes Yamamoto, which includes, Unohana, Kyotoku, Ukitake. I mean, yeah, sure, we know only a little bit about Ukitake. Is that we only know that he's very ill, and he's Rukia's, captain. That's those only things we know about them. I want to know more about Kenpachi's story. I mean, yes, it did develop his story just a little bit, but I heard that he's supposed to be getting a flashback of his chapters and what was going through his life when he was, before he became Shinigami. And what else? Yeah, show everybody's Bankai. Show everybody's Bankai. Everybody who has a Bankai needs to be using it and fighting with it. Characters who haven't really fight and have shown their true skills need to show their skills in this arc, which includes Captain Yamamoto's second in command. He needs to get his shine on instead of just getting his ass kicked by Ichigo in the Soul Society arc. That's not development. He's just, you know, there to get his ass kicked. I mean, he's supposed to be the lieutenant of the first captain, so he should have enough more power. You know, he should be second powerful throughout the entire Serite slash 13 Core God Squads. That's just my opinion. But I digress. I mean, it's whatever. Kubo chose us, then Kubo chose us. I'm just stating what I want in the chapters to come, into this whole arc and everything. What else want to say? That's about it. Peace, sayonara, and all the good stuff. Bye.